when the program done and they send you home, there's nothing after. You get a little stipend for the time that the program there, but all in talking what happened after you release all these youths and them from Mylat and MyPat and Hype and all the Mosque and all these programs. I know because I was in them too. There's nothing to absorb you. They give you a certificate and they send you home. You still have to go back now on the job market. It's a temporary relief. It's like a URP. That's why I hate to hear people call and talk about program and the government program. It must be something sustainable. Sustainable employment. Where a man can live and mind his family and open a bank account and have a little money coming every month. He can pay your rent. He can see about your children. He can even start his own future. He can buy a fridge, a stove, and a washing machine. Because you have a sustainable job. He can make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And he can live. So you will not go on the block and pick up no gun and join no gang. That is what they want. Not no program to get them no stipend for 6 months and after that they let them go again. You must have places to absorb them as soon as they finish. Otherwise you're going to end up right back there. So we stop fooling ourselves now. Okay? That we stop fooling ourselves. That we try and take people out of poverty now. Because here what I'm seeing right now, there's a new, well I don't call them the 2%, I can't call them the 1%, but there's a new 2% coming out now. Right? And they're flooding Trinidad. Quietly and silently they're taking over. But they're starting in the medium-sized business. Right? Where we supposed to be, they come in and take over we. My problem is, they are not even Trinidadians. I am seeing a brand new, spanking, bright light, like in United States, a supermarket open in Meadow right after Mova Junction heading east. Big grocery, looking like a Massey stores from the outside. If you see it parking, but if you see it looking nice. But you know the one Mako. When I go on there, you know running that grocery? Chinese. I'm not no Trinidad Chinese, eh? Because they're not talking English. They're not talking Trinidadian. You understand? And I am seeing, I am asking myself, when they go inside there, ever see it? The big back Massey. Ever see inside it? And where I saying, in my mind, how did they reach in this country and get license to buy property, get money and whatever the case to be to open this big supermarket? And they can't speak a word of English. They open supermarket in our country. Are they even legal immigrants? You don't even know. You don't know if they sneak in the country, if they're migrants, you don't know. But they're not talking English. Where they get at? How they can do that? I want to know if I can leave Trinidad and go to China and open my supermarket. But nobody's asking no questions. That's normal. That's normal in Trinidad. So, what's the problem for our people, boy? Why African person can now open a supermarket like that? How nobody can tell me that these people It's rich people in China that come down here to open that grocery. Nobody can tell me that, you know. How did they get license and liquor license and grocery license and property to buy property and all these things? Because that property at the corner there on the main road by 10th Avenue, that's a big property. That $1 million, more than multi-million dollar property. Where they get money for them? I asking. And that investment there, which bank in Trinidad and Tobago lend them that money? How they get a loan to build that? If they can't speak English. Or who fronting them, or who letting them front it and is behind it? All that is questions we need to ask. You, as a normal person living in Trinidad and Tobago, here's what you do for me. Go and try to register a business for a supermarket. Go and register. You know what I'm telling you? Go and get it registered. Get a name. Try and go and get a location. Try and see if the bank will get a loan to buy the property on the location, on the main road or the bus route or wherever the location is. Go with your business, like your business registration after you get through it. No, after that, you have to go and get, I think you have to go and get a grocer's license, a grocery owner license or something. Go and see if you get that too. Go through the long, tedious process, because you have to get a lawyer and all kind of thing. Then go and see if you get a loan in the bank after you get that to get a property. And then to get money to build your supermarket. And then get your liquor license to sell your liquor. And then get all the other licenses you're supposed to get in order to have a supermarket up and running. And then tell me, how did people come from China, cannot speak English, and get that done? Then we go to the phone lines. Caller.
Heavy.
Yes, brother.
You ain't say how they get the town country letter.
Oh, that too. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Right?
Town country that waste of time.
Anybody who ever have to do anything town country will know.
Correct.
Headache is just to do that. You ain't talking about the certificate of character.
Oh, okay.
Right? When you have to go and give your fingerprints to the police.
Yep.
And for them to come back with something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, them and me know how they get through, but they have all of that.
But how? How come we can't get them opportunities? How come a black man can't get an opportunity to open a grocery like that?
Maybe because their association is a very strong one in the society.
So if it's, and I hear this excuse right to it. They have an association. Let me ask you something. I is a member of the Mova Taxi Drivers Association. Can I go to my supermarket?
No, because maybe your members in your association don't have the network ability to put you in place to
so we're trying to tell me if me, you, and 100 people form an association, we can go to my supermarket?
I think you can, but everybody has to be contributing members, and the bank ask you for.
No, I want to understand something,
blood type.
Hold on. I want to find. I will go down the show here. We go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we going down.
If because I'm a member of association, that cut all the red tape. I get town country, I get my groceries license, I get my business license, I get in everything because I'm an association. I get in spot, I get in land, I get a bill my grocery, everything because I'm an association. So that association is the mafia then.
Well, let us break it down there, right? Let me break it down.
Yeah.
They also how do I say it? You're calling it 2%, right?
Yeah, I call them the 2% because they're there. They're up there.
Right. They have some interest in particular type of business in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you notice, let me be real, most of the casinos is Chinese-based.
Yeah. Right? How are they getting it?
No, well, and I want you to look around the world about how China does set up the things and when
no, hold on. People. Aglaide Wendy. Here why. Is it the Chinese government doing it? Or is it private Chinese people? Because we don't know, no.
No, well, you see, it has to be in tandem because they use the Chinese embassy to allow them to come in. So the restaurant business, while it may have plenty Chinese who know how to cook Chinese food, the claim is we don't have the natural talent, so they have to bring in the cooks.
Okay.
So you remember that's one of the ways it is bringing the cooks, right?
Right. So
because so it's like if I'm an open a specialist company down here, we do have that talent down here. You're allowed to bring in that person with a work permit.
I'm glad you say that. No, we go not do that at all. So if the Chinese government is giving loans to Chinese national to come to Trinidad and set up business and is in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago government, China and Trinidad and Tobago come together and say, yeah, what? We want some Chinese people to come and open business in Trinidad, right? Via our government, we're going to set them up, we're going to give them loans, we're going to give them money, we're buying property for them, and we're setting up shop and we're selling them there to work, right? I have no problem with that, but that's not public knowledge.
That's not public knowledge. And
okay, that's it. And what we are saying here, we're speculating. We don't have facts on that.
Exactly. So
right. Why is not the same thing? The same hospitality rendered to Trinbagonians to go to China and sell doubles and roti and pilau.
That is where we need to try to figure it out.
Oh.
Why is not being translated back to China?
Okay.
Why it is we don't have a few Chinese with
a few roti shop and some but bacon shack and thing. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Why we don't have that there?
Well, let's see where I'm coming from, brother.
No, but I fully endorse what you're speaking about here. Because it just seems as though they have favorable terms. And they tend to, because let's face it, Abby. If one of us going to the bank and say, I want to rent this property from this person. My business proposal.
Yeah.
And I say, what are you going on? I have 200,000 in the bank, boss. I need to borrow $1 million.
Yeah, and I go out my supermarket.
I open a supermarket. This is my business plan.
And a projection on how you're going to pay back the loan and everything.
Exactly. Say, from X and Y, I feel like I pay this back in so much and so much at time. If they give us 12 years or 10 years on the loan, I feel we could do it. But we wouldn't be met with such favorable.
No, this is why I just say the thing is unfair. It's unfair to us.
But also heavy. Even if we get a loan, we're going to meet up the hurdles of the tongue and country and the and the inspection and the fire service commission
and health and safety. Oh God!
We're going to bounce up with all of those factors.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something else has happened in this country, and nobody wants to touch it. You see that illegal gambling, that 30-1? You know why Mega Ball and thing come out and play? To stop that.
Yeah.
So why the police don't lock up them people?
Okay. It's like they're getting a free pass, caller. They are getting the opportunities that we cannot.
That is the clear free pass that they get it. That is what has upset me. That is a clear, blatant breach of the law.
Yeah.
Because long time, I remember them Trinidadian women having to run on the block when police bust the block.
Yeah.
But these Chinese get to operate with impunity. Them anywhere they want.
Yeah.
Them in the grocery and they're taking 30-1.
Yeah.
And paying Mega Ball. I'm not going to ship this.
All right, but we have plenty callers trying to get on this topic here. Thank you very much, right? Yeah, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Caller.
Yeah, pleasant good afternoon, Ravi.
Yes, good afternoon.
Beautiful topic. You see the topic about the Chinese?
Yeah.
That can start normal. Since in the days of Mao Zedong, Eric William went to China. We have Chinese, remember, Eric William never had African women or Indian women, it was only Chinese women. Understand that. But we are talking about all these brochures You have association. Not no. Years of associations. Walk up Charlotte Street. It have more than one Chinese association along Charlotte Street.
Caller, everybody I ask this question, they tell me they have an association. I am in 3 associations, and association don't have the power to cut all that red tape for you to come from no country with no papers. You get your passport, you get your ID card, you go in the bank, you get money to open a business, you get property. Association don't have all that power.
Listen.
You understand what I'm saying?
Black man have any association? The black man have any association? Business association?
No, there's rules and regulation based on association. Not because you have an association, they can just do what you want.
Asking you a question. Does the black African man in Trinidad have any business, any association that they just group together and say
yes?
They associate together.
Yes, there's Baby Mohammed Black Agenda movement. You have thousands of people following him, and they have an association. But I don't think he will get a loan. He was trying to get a loan to build his own place and couldn't get it.
It's not a matter of getting a loan here. I am talking about history. At one time in Trinidad and Tobago, Chinese people used to pay in the 90s. They used to pay $5,000.
It doesn't. Okay, let me just tell you this way, because I feel you misunderstand what I'm saying. Caller? Hold on. I feel you misunderstand what I'm saying. You're trying to tell me, right, that the Chinese Association here years now. I understand that, right? But you have to understand, if they have, because they have an association, does that give them the power to open business and set up shop willy-nilly anyway as they please?
Yes.
Yes?
Because the PNM college that. I have you talking to a 75-year-old person.
I understand what you're saying.
Listen, I grew up in a village. I grew up at a school with Chinese children. Those children grew up to own, the father was Mary and Joan.
I am not talking about the Trinidad Chinese here. We know we have Trinidad Chinese here. I'm speaking about the ones who just came and cannot speak English.
They came from China too. We don't know Trinidad Chinese.
Oh, good. No, you're not saying it. Okay, the Chinese and them from in your time, they have children and grandchildren and all these things. Some of them done passed away already. So their children and grandchildren and them is considered to be Trinidadians. They're no longer Chinese. They just look like it. They just look Chinese.
Let me bring you up to speed in relation to the modern day Chinese. I'm talking to you now. I'm talking to you now as a retired fire officer. Working in the fire prevention department for nearly 20 years.
Right.
I used to go to the court to give recommendations for liquor license for different places in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
When you're going to open a bar, we have to go and inspect, and we have to recommend the things to the people to what they had to do, and then carry them to the court, and then the court will grant them the license. Hear what used to take place to that. Hear what used to take place to that. You would a Chinese man will only come and he start this business here. He come from China, he had nothing, but he goes to this association to give him money to start his business. He come here, opens a business, start the business running good. But our next poor Chinese coming from China to come down here, and this one who here don't start the business and the business good, he coming to take over this business, and this Chinese from Trinidad going Canada. You hear? You understand the movements of these people? You have to understand the history.
Well, then it's a mafia.
You could call it to your own, but that's how they operate.
Yeah, but they still have to operate within the laws of Trinidad and Tobago that we are operating on. You see, why try to find? Why try to figure out, right? Why are they looking like they're operating outside of the laws of we in Trinidad and Tobago, that we common people born and go here? It's looking like we have to line up by the gate and then passing through backstage and getting inside. I tell you how it's looking.
You think two symbols, big symbols, you put at the top and the bottom? You think that they put that there for joke? That is a symbolic representation of China.
All right, brother.
Chinatown.
All right, brother. Thank you. I have plenty callers on the line. I gotta go. Right?
All right. We can talk this for years.
Yes, thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm going to take this next call. Caller? I lost the call. I'm going to take this next call. Caller.
Good afternoon, Evie.
Yes, brother.
Who's the best footballers in the world, boy?
Who's the best what?
Footballers in the world.
The best footballers in the world?
The Chinese, them buying all the corner spot in Trinidad. Anyway, you go and see that Chinese restaurant anyway, a Chinese parlor anyway, buy all them corner spot on them. For that caller talking, the Chinese Association, we invest with them getting opportunity. So what I'm telling you,
KFC.
the same opportunity them getting, we want opportunity too.
KFC, I have been doing research into the powers of an association. Right? It's not just as simple as having an association. We like to say, they have an association, okay, and what if, so what if they have an association, so what? Wait, try to tell me. Understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, but you know this partner now come here. You know them have association too?
Good. So let me say the Spanish and them have an association. Will that be, because they have an association now, they'll be able to go and buy property in Trinidad and Tobago and open Spanish restaurants and Spanish groceries?
Them have more opportunity than we.
No, this is what I tried to show you. This is what I tried to show you, KFC, and I want people understand what I'm saying, you know. Does that make you more better than a Trinbagonian who born here with his passport, his birth paper, his ID card, and his driver's license? Is it they are now first-class citizens and you are second-class citizens because they have an association?
No.
Okay, and that's the point I'm getting at. You understand?
The same with them getting the same with them getting opportunity, easy opportunity sooner.
Correct. And this is all I am saying.
We want to build groceries, we want to build all kind of things.
Correct.
We want to build mall.
Where is our groceries and our businesses?
Yeah, he come to defend the Chinese. He come to defend
you cannot
black brothers and sisters, you know. Well, I mean the bottom of the ladder.
All right.
Yeah,
brother, thank you. And this is why this program is educational. Because everybody I ask that question, they will tell me, well, they have an association. And I feel that is the cop-out excuse for why they get in or where they get in. So what if they have an association? So you're trying to tell me I could go and form an association tomorrow, get about 50 to 100 people, and we can go and say, all right, you go to the bank and say, look, we have an association. Get we liquor license, get we grocery license, get we building tax, get we money to go and open my grocery, get we everything? No, it don't work that way for us. So how it's working for them? Caller.
Hey,
yes, brother.
I listened to that conversation, you know about cravings for savings? You know about groceries?
Please don't call no grocery names because I don't have no call close. Right? Just say a grocery on the main road or south or Shogunas. Just don't call it grocery name, please.
Watch out, listen, boy. That grocery, that is on the bus shoot there, that is on the beatum. That is on the corner, the bus shoot and the beatum there by the traffic light. And up on the next end, it have Melrose, another black-owned grocery up on the corner up there. So what I'm saying, boy, the China and them, let's come here with a different mentality. They come here with a different mentality. Understand? So what I'm saying, this what we saying here about the Chinese is going wrong at Mulberry, but we only going wrong and wrong. Because it have businesses here that black owned and even in the ghetto. You understand? I ain't want to throw up your program, you know. But I'm just saying that, boy, for the educated people out here who are listening, they're just going wrong and wrong in circles. Because, you know what I mean? How are we going round and wrong in circles? So you contented with 2 black grocery owners, right? Out of how much Chinese groceries you know? On the main road alone. I know I have 101 Chinese grocery.
But this is what I'm saying. If the question I'm asking you, most of these groceries are not like Chinese people who are embedded here, the parents, the grandparents, and them will say who came here in the 70s and 80s and they hand me down. It's brand new supermarkets that's being open, right? And the people running and doing business there, they don't speak English. That means they're fresh out of China, right? And if they are fresh out of China, how come they are here in a supermarket running it, right? And it's like, how come that could happen? It come like an illegal immigrant come in here and he just open my supermarket. You have no concerns about that?
Well, to tell you the truth, I ain't really concerned about that much. You know.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Enjoy the afternoon. I understand. You wouldn't be concerned about that. As such, most Trinidadians aren't. They don't. And I'm not. And I have nothing against the Chinese. I want to be fair here. It's not me coming down on the Chinese. All I am saying, and I want you to understand what I mean, you know, right? I am saying, how come it is easy? It's so easy and simple for some Chinese migrants to come to Trinidad and set up million-dollar business, millions of dollars business on the main road in prime real estate. They're getting prime real estate, buying it, renting it, leasing it, however they get it, and setting up brand new supermarkets and groceries and restaurants and all these places, casinos and all these things, right? Can't speak a word of English. And they're getting this opportunity. But we're not studying that. That's what I'm saying, you know. Why can't we do the same? And if it would be as easy for us. Caller. Caller. Tabakit. Oh God, Tabakit. I can't hear nothing you're saying. All right, Tabakit, you want to call me back? Come back. Go back to the Red House and call me back. Caller.
Yeah, Heavy. Yeah. Good afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, TC.
Yes, good afternoon, brother.
Afternoon, no, this is a real topic where it's a very true topic.
It's a thinking topic.
No,
yeah.
They don't understand. They don't understand that your taxpayers' money. These people coming in from our next country, and sucking up your taxpayers' money, and it's a loop. It's a whole. These people were right now certain. How to say it? Cells are being investigated for human trafficking. You hear tell last sometime in the past where had a container of Chinese on the port.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't remember that. Right. So these people, they come like sucking on your leeching onto your nation's wealth. And these people, the money don't stay here. The monies go outside or Canada.
Exactly.
They don't bank their money here. And they don't have they have it so nice. When they go for a loan, you want to go in the bank, you know. Loan officer are coming in the store to meet them. So when you really was the conglomerate of these organizations, it's a crime organization.
It has to be.
Just to destroy the country.
Caller.
The taxpayers' money.
I never see them in the bank. I don't see them in the bank.
They don't go in the bank. They don't go in the bank, Heavy. Them don't go in the bank. The bankers go to them.
Wow.
Because of the kind of money spending in the circle. You understand?
Aye, brother.
So you have to look at it. You have to look at it in our world. It come like we here. We can't get certain. You know, when we born and go here, we can't get certain things to open stores and open certain big, factories and all these different things. But them can get.
Yeah.
So and we here in this country, we accept that.
We accept that.
For years.
We accept that we can't even fathom the fact that we're even talking about it. You know that?
Exactly. And look how I listened to them callers who called before, and they sound like, boy, that's a normal thing, boy. And that means I've seen the depths of the situation.
The
when
situation,
it comes to
correct.
Finance.
Correct. They're not seeing it.
You understand? They're not seeing it. They're not seeing it. They won't see it because they see the government make it so acceptable.
Normal, acceptable. Yeah.
You know, that is why we're not seeing it. And if you really look deeper, so much a hideous thing that happened with that organization. But they don't talk about it because why? The media being paid, police being paid, everybody being paid by them.
Correct.
Trust me.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. I have plenty callers on the line. Everybody want to get in on this topic here. Caller. Caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, listen on your phone and don't listen on your radio. Listen on your phone, don't listen on your device. Right?
I got ardent listener. Yeah, I doing just that. I got ardent listener of this program. Never really calling, but I don't call in on this because we have to understand something. Now I hear you saying if we accept it, we didn't accept nothing, you know. But that is how they arrange it. But let me go further than that. The Chinese, when you hear they say the Chinese have an association, that doesn't mean them coming here and just going to the bank and getting, you know. Let me tell you how them does operate. The Chinese here, them does say about their people, and that is what make the difference. If you come here as a Chinese and you go to their association, they help you. Them ain't going in no bank for no money for you, you know. Them doesn't have to go in the bank for money, you know. Them have the money there, whether the bank coming to them or what. That is how them just set up their people, because them doesn't have their people. Them not like we doesn't unite. You see, we doesn't unite, so we will always have that problem, and that is how we got things. And you can look like we accept that. We don't accept nothing, you know. We ain't accepting nothing, but the way how them set up this structure for these people, you understand? Them have it, them could run free, but they also have their money. So when they come here, they come and they go in the association, that's whatever they talk, and if it's a liquor shop and you pay back. A liquor shop there and you pay back, and that's how them just spread out. So that's the difference between we and them. Thank you.
All right, brother. Well, you just enlightened me, the caller, and I like how you enlightened me. You know, make sense of what it's been by the association. So let me see if I can explain to the listeners out there before I take any more calls. So the association already set up shop in Trinidad and Tobago, and they bring in people from China here, right? And the association is who go through all the red tape. They source the property, they buy the property, lease it, they finance the building of the supermarket or grocery or casino. They fix it up, they stock it, they use the association license. They have all the people on speed dial, all the grocery license, tongue and country, the minister, regional corporation, there, everybody on speed dial. So they get everything for you, the license, the name, they do everything. They cut through all the red tape, and they now take the people and them that come in and just put them there to work. And they now have to work, and they pay back the association for setting them up. So it's like somebody setting you up, and you paying back after a certain amount of years, you're paying back towards what they give you. Right? So they might go in no bank and all kind of thing. And the money going back to the association to whoever means of funds or wherever they set up. Right? And I like how the brother explained it to me. Right? I like how he explained it to me. But it's the same thing like well, I don't want to say mafia again, but it's the same thing what the mafia does do. They set you up and you pay them back. You understand? But this is long term, so they're bringing in people, and the people who come in, they'll give them a start. So actually, they are getting opportunities for their people via that association. Understand? I like that. Caller.
Hey, Heavy, good afternoon to you. Heavy, good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon, Brooklyn.
Heavy, I want to tell the caller that say we don't know how to unite. That's not true. Because we just unite, yes, but for the wrong reasons. Because 90% of PNM voters is black people. I will say it again. 90% of PNM people. How we could unite and come together to vote for Rowley as a black man. And then now 26% of we living underneath the poverty line. 40% of we don't have no jobs. We just unite for the wrong thing. We like to be misled. All other race, right? Just come together and do things under an umbrella for the betterments of the people. The Chinese, the Indian, the Syrian, everybody. But anybody could come and fool we and just put one on ourselves to make us sheep. Yeah? You understand what I'm saying? The Chinese and them coming to Trinidad and Tobago under a black prime minister. And it's the most set of gamble. I think he get them the rights for gambling in Trinidad and Tobago. Who gambling the most right now? Plenty of the crime out there is because of the young men and them losing money gambling and going and robbing to go back to gamble. Every Chinese restaurant or grocery you go in, a Russian roulette machine and all them things. Who encouraged that to happen? The black leader. So when they say we don't know how to unite, yes, we could unite, but we just unite for the wrong reasons. We like to be fooled. That's what happened to we as a people. We don't come together for the right thing. Right? We like that bacchanal dramatic party called the P&M. That's why every other race could do what they want and come and set up and get what they want. The Africans and them had a little boot in tongue, a little thing. They burned down that Chinese come and get Chinatown, a whole street, Charlotte Street gone. This is to show you that they have no respect for us. So when you ask how the Chinese can come and get what they want, ask the black man inside of there who are allowing them, who giving it to them. I gone.
All right, Brooklyn, let me see if I can take a call quick. We have about 2-3 more minutes. Let me see if I can get some calls on the inside here quick. I see some people trying to call me here. Oh, good, I get my voice notes too. I'll play some voice. I'll play the voice notes in the next hour. Right? So let's use on the phone line. Caller.
So heavy.
Yes, brother.
They have a private credit union in the association.
A private credit union?
It's set up like that, if you understand what I'm saying. But I want you to understand something. When one of we open up a restaurant or a food place, you know how hard it is to get a chiller from Coca-Cola or from Carib or anything? When you go by them Chinese, them have brand new chiller.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time. Anywhere them open up.
Them is get everything crisp, brand new, fresh. You understand?
You with your little mini mart.
No.
Or your small little fries and wings or whatever.
Yeah.
Begging for a chiller. They're telling you, nah, boy, you ain't taking enough goods. Can't get no chiller. And Chinese open up. Chinese sell a box yet. But Chinese have brand new chillers.
Brand new chillers, yeah. Right? This thing unfair all along for we, boy. All along unfair to us.
That's what I'm saying. The system, they're so intertwined in the system that we at a disadvantage. But that, you see what I call talk about that roulette day?
Yeah.
That roulette, not that. Who taxing that roulette? Who taxing that roulette?
You've got that,
that is why they can give $8 for one.
All right, well, we got to go for a break, so we'll take calls after, right? Keep it locked. All right, caller.
Everybody's talking future, but can they really give it to you? Want to know where to invest? Open an MPF.
The one fund that guarantees principal and interest earned, has no service charges, no penalties, gives anytime access, and offers projected interest of 3%.
On your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win.
The Mortgage Participation Fund from HMB, a subsidiary of Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Visit mympf.com and own your future.
There's a hole in the bucket.
Well, fix it, dear Johnny. Just fix it. And while you're doing that, remember the roof is leaking, the house needs painting, all those kitchen tiles need changing. So tell me, Johnny, what about the plumbing? The driveway needs paving. Plus, you promised to add a new room to the house. I find it's about time. Johnny, fix it.
There has never been a better time for a TBLA home improvement loan. Call us today at 623-1501 or visit us at tblamortgages.com.
It's Nyla. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. I'll be mobile Christmas. That's my Christmas. There's nothing like the first taste of pastel. Juicy ham, homemade bread and fresh orange. Changing all the curtains from room to room. Wrapping gifts while we singing foreign tunes. Nothing like winning big with B-Mobile. 1 million in prices that will make you smile. There's no Christmas like my Christmas. I'll be
Team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Hey, senior. Yeah. So you're a bumper hunter, eh? My name is Ben GC. Who are you? Yo, this is Burbis, Mr. Traffic, bumper hunter.
Okay, so we are back, and as promised, I'm going to play the voice notes. Real plenty voice notes I get to play, so I'm going to play them one time.
Good day, heavy Bitcoin here. How Harriet Tubman say, I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more if only the junior was slaves. Some people that choose to be that way heavy, you can't free them, no matter what you tell them. They have to go down in the grave like that, right? And that's just the way it is. They have to suffer in silence, and the only time they get them out is when the government change. That's the thing with them. Well, let them take that in their back pocket. All what they're facing now, let them take that. And if they want that again, well, they go down in the grave with it. Have a good day, heavy. All the best.
That the same thing, all them so-called union leaders, you understand, and all them Black Power movement group and all of them. Is them here to ask that? Why them though they never had grocery and gas station and all them kind of thing? And them so powerful and they with their fists up in the air and marching up and down the road. But always waste.
Good evening, Evie. Remember the Chinese and Rowley is friend, so the Chinese could come here and do what they want. You don't have nothing to give Rowley. You and Rowley is any friend? Or we could have anything. Chinese could come and do what they want.
We don't know what he's talking about, When they come here, they go there. The association bringing them, and they have no money. They have to work the way up where the association will give them, like a store or something. The association will give them money. I'm talking about when they go to the bank, when they're doing the commerce, when you, as a big man, go to the store and buy something, and they take the money to go to the bank, either to get a loan or to deposit the money. They don't go to the bank. They have people to do these things for them. You never eat as a big man, bro. You're singing. You have some good topics, but you're still singing like you accept it and you're unsure about certain things.
Yeah, Vigade, I must throw in my little 2 cents in regards to the banking system. Now, why is Amanda trying to be fair, right? Now, a Chinese, a Syrian, or any other race besides the black race will go to the bank, borrow 10 million and get it. You know why? They just pay back. Black people, not all, but it are plenty of them don't like to pay. You lend them 100 and when time to get back your money is problems. You can't see them, you can't find them. And these is things the bank does look at. Who business oriented from a financial perspective now. So it's not really is the bank and some are deceitful too, So hence the reason nobody doesn't really want to deal with it. And the next thing to hear everybody talking about the system. We kind of stigmatize ourselves in the system too, That force people to turn away from us, as black people, Yeah.
Good afternoon, Evie. You see when Brooklyn talk about that roulette machine? That is a big part of the criminal going on in this country. Everywhere you go is a roulette machine, Evie. And they ban that in China, and they bring that here, But everybody by the roulette machine, you seen by the roulette machine, as they lost their money, who in dead badly, whom dead. That is a crime by itself. You see that roulette machine? I don't know part of that.
Every good day here as a salesperson, what I can tell you, you see the Chinese groceries or all them Chinese businesses, all salespeople love to sell them Chinese because it is one thing, they just pay cash on spot. Anybody come with goods by them pay their cash one time. Them don't pay no check, nothing like that. No kind of credit card payment, check payment, strictly cash them Chinese pay. That's why a lot of people like to sell the Chinese too.
All right, so that's it for voice source. I'm going to go to the phone lines. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Yes, good afternoon to you, my brother.
And good afternoon to you, TC, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Good afternoon to you and the family. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Heavy, the opportunity the East Indian community getting Trinidad and Tobago to open business, the Syrians, everybody. It's the same opportunity the African community having, the emancipation community could could ask for and do business to open groceries and all kind of business, you know. But them don't want that. Them focus the mind to be paying them until they're dead. And they're studying, that have a future at their own tribe coming up behind. But the African Emancipation, that is an organization. That is an organization. And if they seek their own interests, if them do like what Satmaraj and them did, them can achieve business and all them things. But them don't want that. They want every 5 years to encourage African people to be PNM until they're dead. And that is why they're reaching nowhere. That is why the African community today, after 65 years of our African government, African people just still voting. It makes no sense. Young people, young African people, watch what your African leaders and them doing. Because your African leaders and them standing up for the East Indian community to have groceries and business. They're standing up for the Chinese community to have groceries and business. They're standing up for the Syrian community to have groceries and business. And you're just condemning your own just to be PNM until they're dead. What a waste of time. Think leaders, well, it's sick.
All right, Kunji, all right. Caller. Caller.
Pleasant good day to you, Heavy. Good day to you, Trinidad and Tobago. How are you?
I'm okay, Paul. What's up?
I'm good, actually. Heavy, let me touch a bit on the Chinese in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And you know that the Chinese has established since 1945 in this country. However, because they established multicultural country, society, right? We tend to have that, not leeway, but they tend to have privileges just as Trinidadians. Not because we were born here as Trinidadians, that means we are entitled. We need to get up and work hard for what we want. Instead of going and taking the money and investing it into, I don't want to say the word on the airwaves, sorry, but in terms of fest and party and zesting and hoes, right? Invested in a small little business. The Chinese came to this country, the East Indian came to this country, right? And also the Syrian. And you know what they did? They have their association, all of these ethnicities that I did mention, and they pump it back into the government. They pump it back into political parties because you know why? They are making investments. And I am an East Indian who grew up in an African community. And I say it as I say it because you know why? While these other ethnicities look where the investment is concerned, you don't see them in no set of parties and smoking and just investing their money to those nonsense. No, notwithstanding, nobody isn't saying not to have a good time, but you have to look at the futuristic and also looking at the fact that yes, they came from slavery. The East Indian also came from incidental labor, right? And it was a bit unfair to the African community. However, the same African man from West Africa sell out his own black people for 30 pieces of silver because you know why? He wants to eat now and don't let his black brother eat as well. So he sell them to the white man as slaves for he to eat, and that is what's going on with society today. Instead of we take money and as black people invest it, we rather say yes to the guns and kill out our black people. Look at the borderline in Laventille. Look at the borderline in Trinidad and Tobago. Why don't you try to move down the borderline heavy and stop talking nonsense in this society? Right? No, you need to be real and stop trying to blame the government about the issues. It's personal responsibility.
Paul, you there? You gone? Okay. Good afternoon, Chris. Hello? Oh, Chris gone too? All right. Caller.
Good afternoon, Brother Heavy.
UNC, I'm proud.
Yep.
Just hold on 1 second. I just want to say something. Not to you, eh? Just hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
right?
no, you go ahead. I give way. Yeah, you got to go ahead.
Paul, I know you listen, right? I don't know how you reach we talking about the Chinese and their privilege, as you say, and what they get in this country, right, as non-nationals, based on us nationals. You see no problem with that, right? And you're entitled to your opinion. It's how you reach to African and slavery and how you reach to PNM and we blaming Rowley and we blaming, how you reach all day, I don't understand how you reach all day. right? And all I was calling him to ask you is that you come back to, come back to what we're talking about, come back to topic. You're going all over the place and they want to talk a million things one time, right? I feel, anyway, UNC Emperor, go ahead.
Good evening again
Good evening.
to the listeners.
Yes, go ahead.
So, but I have here. Let me see if I can try to talk to you this evening.
Talk to me.
Now, the East Indian came as indentured. The African was here as slave, but the Arawak and Carib was here as indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, when you're talking about African and only Indian, what were the Arawak and the Carib and them? Who get rid of them? And then the Spanish, the French, and everybody fight. Okay? And then we come up the road. But then again, everybody take a side. The East Indian diaspora stay together and get work, and they unite after this 19th century Black Power Revolution. But when they say the African people, what they're missing, and they don't want to admit, that when they hold on to a political party which is supposed to produce goods and services, because if there was empowering the African diaspora, and this is what I'm going down the road, if there was empowering them, they could have gone to the bank, the credit union, and stand on their own. And when the Bank of Ghana came to say they want to come into this country to promote as a name of African Bank, you see what the government do? Because it's empowerment. They empower, we entitled to get, we pay we taxes, we pay everything in this country. We born and grow here, we able string, we the next generation here. They come and meet us here. And the benefit to make them do business over here. Why we can't do business and make it easy? For all which part African man and the children could go. And on this program with Heavy and TC, they show you 95%, 4%, and the 2%. They show you that they always want to keep you in poverty. That is why. Look at real estate. Lavantil, Diego Martin.
Thank you.
Take food for thought. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, UNC and Pearl. And before I take any more calls or any more voices, I just want to say something here. Steve, I see you calling. Hold on. I have to say this. You all are being facetious, deceitful, and hateful against your own Trimbergonians. By accepting the fact that a particular race of people can come to your country, brought here by an association, set up business by association, and given opportunities by association in front of you all. In front of you all. And you don't have a problem with that. And there's a reason why I spoke about this afternoon. And every single one of you prove it to me, except for UNC and Pro. And that is that we are programmed to hate our own people and our own race. We only pretend that we like we own race only for election time when we vote for PNM because we believe PNM is a black party. You are trying to tell me in this country, a group of people, because they have money and influence, could bring people from another country Bring them here. Knowing well they cannot speak a word of English. Buy a piece of land for them. Build a grocery, a supermarket of superstructure. Not a simple one. Get all the license, all the paperwork, all the documents for that. And put them in there to work. Or put them in there to run it. And this is allowed. And allowed and accepted by not only our government, but us as a people. We don't see nothing wrong with that. Now think about it this way. Will the United States of America allow an ethnic group from any other country with money to come to the United States, form an association, bring in people from that country, and purchase land in the United States, prime real estate on, let we say, Park Avenue or wherever, build, set up, and put them there to work without some kind of legal ramification? Think about it. If it's one thing they could say about America, America don't play, no. Does it have Chinese in America? Of course. Does it have Philippines and Haitians and Mexicans and all of them in America? But you feel an organization could come and say, well, you see, these people, we building place for them and putting them there to work for us. Why they come in and shut that down? Who's all here? Them thing is mafia thing. But we don't have a problem with that. Now let me flip it around. When the fella had drug susu and was giving African people money via this susu, what did the Trinidad and Tobago government did? They intervened and shut it down. But how come they shutting down all this roulette machine and all this play thing what the Chinese and them doing? But a black man is helping black people to get money via susu, and black people is going to the banks and taking all their money from the banks to go and invest it in this drug susu investment. You mad? They mustn't rise. Shut that down. When it had the Black Caucus movement and black people were coming together to pull their money and resources together, ask yourself the question. We were going to open we own credit union and we own supermarket. Ask yourself, who intervened? Who was instrumental? And what happened to the Black Caucus movement that made it got shut down for trying to empower black businesses in this country? I could go again. I could go again. The African Import-Export Bank that wants to come to Trinidad and Tobago and invest in black business, which is also in every other single Caribbean country except Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. wanting to come here, knocking on our doors over 2 years now. Opening the doors for black businessmen to get business, loans, and opportunities to start business. Who's blocking them? The government. So the same Chinese association that helping Chinese people to open supermarkets and stuff, we have an Afrin-Fimex bank want to come here to do the same for us and empower us. But you know what? You know who blocking it? Just a simple signature. Our government, our black government. And all they want to tell me that they like black people. And all they want to tell me that we have to vote for them. Based on all what I am saying, all you see the pattern? It is a fact that they deliberately want to keep you down and keep you at the bottom of the economic ladder. At the bottom. Because you see nothing wrong with what the Chinese are doing in Trinidad. Not the Trinidadian Chinese, you know. The ones that bringing in people here to shut up shop and open businesses. They have no problem. The government have no problem with them, and you have no problem with them. But you have a problem, and the government have a problem anytime black people trying to do business. And all I want to say, I do like people. The lines are open. 342-00814665391. I only hearing, you know, what's sad, nobody's calling to say, Heavy, I don't see why nobody's trying that we come together and pool the money together and pool resources together. Because TC said something to me here at time, eh? TC said it. He said, you know, the East Indian community is large enough not to buy from anybody else and could only buy from themselves and shop from themselves. I say yes. Can we do that? No. We, as black people in Trinidad and Tobago, cannot afford to say, here what? We only shopping and buying black. Because there's not enough of us in business so that we can only buy from our own. The East Indians could do that. They could say they could shop and buy only East Indian. The Chinese could do that. They could say they could shop and buy only Chinese. But matter of fact, that all they do is buy from one another. But they don't have enough for them here, so we still need to buy from them. But we don't know we power. We don't know how strong we are if we unite. But all we study is to unite for PNM. Let me go back to the phone lines. Caller.
Can we do that?
Caller?
Yes, Heavy.
Yes, brother.
I hear. Yeah. You talk sense. You talk. I like how you break it down to them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask a question. Anyone that we could go to China and have a house and have a life? Anyone that we here locals?
Nope.
Through the Chinese Association. That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
And look, the next thing about it, do these people help the homeless? You see them going and feeding homeless. You see them doing things to help.
But man, I don't see them in the market. I don't see them buying doubles. I don't see them on the avenue. I don't see them no way. But I don't even see them in the bank.
If they're so hidden, something wrong with that big picture.
Something wrong.
It had to be a mafia, because at the end of the day, these people here for so long, the country in a crisis. Themselves say, well, let me help the country and pull out the country from the crisis, but yet we're still spending millions of dollars behind these people and going in their shops and supporting them and forgetting we local people.
Right, brother.
Heavy?
Telling me?
Have a blessed night.
Thank you very much. Now, people are making the call short and sweet because I have a lot of calls on the line. Caller.
No problem.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yes, quickly.
Malcolm X once said, it is when a shiny community, you not see a black shop. It is when a Japanese community, you not see a black shop. A Jewish community, you don't see a black shop. Or a East Indian community,
yeah.
But coming an African community, you see all the other businesses beside them own. All the other businesses you see beside them own. Let me tell you something, Chinese gender. What's a Chinese movie? And what's where all the stories will be? Human trafficking, gambling, prostitution, all the country. All the movies, Kung Fu, all the movies, all around that. Human trafficking, gambling, all. But what you can see, look out of it.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Short and sweet, people. Short and sweet. Caller. Caller. Okay, I lost that caller there. Caller.
Good evening, Heavy.
Yes, brother.
You ever see a Chinese funeral here?
Never.
You ever see a Chinese in the licensing office?
Never.
But you don't see them driving.
Correct. Correct.
You ever see? You ever see?
And I've even seen them in the hospital.
Thank you. That's my point. I go on.
All right, brother. Thank you. Caller.
Hi, pleasantly happy. How are you going?
I'm okay.
You know, something I learned from a person that worked in a unit that get disgraced the other day. If you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had mentioned to me once that they were monitoring that there are two separate economies running in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
They have an economy like we know that's under the Ministry of Finance. And there is an underground economy.
Yep.
That has unlimited forex, that has unlimited cash flow.
Yeah.
Both forex, local and all of that. And it is run by the same set of people you're talking about. And it's of great concern.
Yep.
But they can't do nothing about it. But I'm telling you, there are two separate economies that function.
All right, brother. Thanks for letting us know. Thanks for the information. Caller. Caller.
Yeah, pleasant evening again.
Yeah, brother.
Yes, sir.
Caller.
Why did the 1970 revolution fail?
Why did it fail?
Yeah.
I don't know. I asked that question already.
No unity among black people. So the Trump PNM government was able to use foreign governments to jail the leaders, the black leaders who was leading the revolution in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow.
Like the MI6, the CIA, the Venezuelan Security Service. We had to know all these things. There's a history that we have to understand. If in 1970 all of these were the problems we were marching on the street and bawling power to the people for, you know.
Yep.
Black power, you know. Black power was the name of the revolution. It was our Black Power Revolution, you know.
All right.
And it's only because the young black men was coming from UWI and started to teach the illiterate on the streets. And in those days, the illiterate on the streets was grasping quicker than anything else. And they were able by the hundreds of thousands to flood the streets for 56 days from February to April. Saying power to the people every day meeting in Woodford Square, you know.
Caller? What? Caller, your call just dropped. I'm going to take this next call. Sorry about that. Caller? Hello?
Good
afternoon. Hello? Oh gosh, are we connected now? All the time you're trying to call. Chris? Hello. Now that I get you reconnecting. Wow. All right, let me take this next call here. Chris, you got to call me back. You got to call me back. Everybody trying to call in. All right. Caller.
Good afternoon, every short and sweet. Every the 13 acres of land we get in Tree City up there. Under black government, they can invest in the level up and let go share a little more. A black government take it away and give you a half a land down licensing office, down the city, they're gonna build a patent. All of that offering black people and doctor look about that platform and see disappointing in black people. I'm gonna use the Prime Minister say the pyramid of black government offering for your black brothers and sisters. Because you have all different kind of race. And we don't have nothing. You see, and every other rich people say for that program here today, they're really touching it. Plenty of people like them kind of talk, you know.
No, we forget PNM is a black party.
PNM until they're dead. Yeah. PNM we like quit on election time.
Yep. All right, brother. Thank you. All right. I can see if I can catch him back here now. Caller.
Yes, have you heard me?
Yeah, you know.
Nice. So my thing is, our police service continues, right? Continues to allow persons to carry out crime here, criminal offenses, and pay no consequence for it. And they're doing it in the open.
Yep.
If you go during the daytime, school time heavy, in some of these Chinese establishments, you're going to see young children not going to school. Not going to school. Apart from that, what will it take for the police service to go in these places that have all these 30-1 and 32-1 and 35-1? What are they working on? There is a video of Samuel showing illegal activity that was taking place in St. James. Nobody was arrested. The police have no interest in that. And it continues because people, once you fall in a certain category, the police have no interest in you in Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
And that is what we continue to have to deal with in this country.
You're telling me? Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Once you look at type of way, them the business. Caller.
Hey. Yeah, what's going on? I'm Heavy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, and good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, you don't know it's president here. And your topic nice, topic falling in my kind of garden. Because, sometimes I just ask myself, every creed and race find an equal place in Trinidad and Tobago.
That's not true.
Well, all right, you see, we understand that one time. Because the fact that they call for that, but it more or less happening that all creed and race finding themselves, in Trinidad especially, more than Tobago, that have something about it too, aside from where we don't have unity as African people. I think around Manning days, he was talking about Trinidad is a financial center. You see, all these things we have to acknowledge, and we have to acknowledge where we come from, how fragmented we are to house slave and field slave. You just understand what I'm talking about, to realize how fragmented they set the system from since that time, that African people right now, they don't trust one another. Most cases, we're not trusting when we disrespecting one another, we're ungrateful to one another. All these points, and then we have to look to realize what is the real true culture living right now that have us where we are. We had days where at least we had hold on a little economics and things. Plenty of them economics and them get waste by the same conglomerates certain situation that even as it looks today under minimum wage, we be deprived from going higher, getting greater. And it frustrates many of yesterday people so much that the youths today not taken onto that at all, and they have phone, they have everything in their hand we didn't have. And yet look at this society today of plenty of the youths, how they are difficult. So it have a lot of things. The Chinese was here a long, long time. The Chinese is a part of slavery in the times, long time, was not slave, but they were here a long time. They, even before the Indian, had privilege to have stores because all the hardwares and things, them we used to get things from. Taiwan and all them things we used to get all these toys and them.
President?
Yeah, so.
President?
Yeah, go on.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, go on.
Right? Where are the African big business in Trinidad and Tobago? We have been here for so long. Where's our big conglomerate, our manufacturing? Where's our big supermarket? I'm talking about no small side shop and no mini mart and no one grocery. I'm talking about where's our big supermarket? One in the east, one in the west, one in the north, one in the south.
Let me put it in this answer for you. Remember a long time when we used to, now you younger than me by 20. It had the time when going to school we couldn't go college and all them kind of thing. That kept back, that we didn't gain knowledge.
President, I ask you a question.
We don't have much.
Why? Why after 56 years under a black government called the PNM, People's National Movement, was supposed to be a black party? Why?
That on the whole too is that you are
President, if you can't answer the question, just say can't answer the question.
No. Listen to me good. You and all. I could answer the question in many ways. Because the fact remains, we understand that you and I talked that already. We don't really have a black government here.
Correct. Right? So what was the role of the PNM government for black people?
Well, up to this day, and you know I just talked that Franco meant we are still ruled under colonialism. We know that. We know that when we vote them people to go in parliament, those people are being taken over by organization that already exists, ruling the country long time even before they gave we colonialism and after they gave we colonialism, after colonialism. We know that. And if they go away from that, we try to live with what we had calling it a PNM because of Dr. William and the rule come down, they last long. But we always have problem with them. Where did 1970 come about?
President?
Pandey get in and was bacchanal and say PNM must never rule no more again. And all of that.
President?
But what about we, the people, we the African people, who not raising up we head to push forward to get away from all that
what I am trying to tell you, right? What I'm trying to tell you, and you're not understanding, is that we are being oppressed by our own.
Okay,
and that's all I had to say. Enjoy your afternoon. I'm going to talk to my partner, Steve. Caller.
Yeah, good afternoon, boy.
Yes, brother.
And Paul being real disrespectful, boy. You want the black brother to
those are the Pauls. Paul get a little apartment and a little walk and if he owe them the world. Go ahead.
What about the $100 business on them? We brothers only can pack the containers, drive the forklift, and be CEO. Who running their business? Heavy is Africa running their business. The 1% business. So why African cannot own it? Why African can't be millionaires? Heavy, who close down the drugs so? Who close down the scrap iron, Heavy?
Who close down the what?
Who's the scrap iron?
Oh, the government.
You understand?
Yep.
Who was blocking the African bank from coming down here? Just a signature, Heavy.
Correct. They
go in the 1% and put the Africans up front to get their money away so African can get it.
Correct. PNM.
How African lost all their business in town, Heavy, and lost in their business and they can't do business and is African.
When the African drag mall burned down on Frederick Street and Henry Street, they had promised to build it back as a big mall. Who promised that and never built
it? You understand, Heavy? Heavy, the system was designed to murder them. Who knows that?
Okay.
Heavy?
Thank you.
The system was designed to murder them, Heavy.
Correct.
And they put, these 1% put African leaders to make me feel that it's African running it. This is what the Queen of England do, heavy.
Yep.
And fleecing the African money out of them right through, heavy. We African brothers must settle for travel 2 and 3 cars to reach over the highway. And then eat doubles over there and buy roti and working for 160. At $30 in passage, heavy. Why the business not going in the African area, heavy? Why the African can't get the ease of business, right? Like all the rest of heavy.
Let me tell you something, man.
You want to?
I want to say something, Steve. When you drive from Aranguez Main Road, and you come out of Sawa, and you're driving on from Aranguez Road from the top, from by the gas station in Sawa to go straight down to the bottom till you reach the highway, it's businesses on both sides of the Aranguez Main Road. Both sides. When you leave Port of Spain and you cross the flyover to come into Lavantil on the main road, how much business it have?
None.
Thank you.
On the El Chicoro, it's business here,
business on both sides.
Business here, right? Heavy, give me one African area that have business like the El Chicoro or in your
None.
what you know call it.
None.
None. Why is that? For 60-something years, Heavy?
Look.
Heavy, the system was designed to move. You see, Paul? Hey, Paul, what I want for you, boy? We brothers must just settle for small work and sell water on the road, and if they're doing it again, gone down.
Yep.
Again, gone down, Heavy.
Yep.
Every business, Heavy.
It is designed, brother. I like how you understand it. It was designed to keep us down.
They keep us there and they put faces, Dr. Rowley. Heavy, let me talk plain. An African could never be a prime minister in the country unless he's a 1% prime minister. And this is what demonstrated it, Heavy. This period of time here demonstrating that if people don't understand, there's something wrong with them, Heavy. And Heavy, you're preaching this right through. This is not about African and Indian. Heavy, you mentioned something and it touched a nerve on me, right? That business what they opened down by Mova Day.
Yeah.
They put a grocery there for you to go and spend the money, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if these businesses are fronting for somebody, boy.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're fronting.
I want to be fronting.
They can't get a piece like that.
You telling me? All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Bless.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bless.
I understand it. It took me a while when I was young to understand it. But when Isaac, you see me when I ask questions. Some people don't ask questions, eh? But when he's a free thinker, he asks a lot of questions. And a lot of whys. I remember I went to buy a piece of property. I was getting a piece of property from a family member of mine who migrating to go away. And they were selling the property dog cheap for me. I was getting it next to nothing. I was getting a whole 4 lots of land. It's 4 lots or 8 lots of land, I think, at the time, for $200,000. And it had a house on it, an old house. Right? And they was giving me, because it's my family, was selling me that land for that amount of money. And I remember I was doing business them those days, and I went to the bank. Hold on, caller. And I went to the bank. I carried the deed, I carried everything to them, and I said, listen to me. I want to purchase this piece of property, and I want to build some apartments on it. The property is between Mova Junction, east side of Lady Young, right next door to the Jehovah Witness on the Lady Young. Right? In Mova. You know what the bank tell me? The bank don't give loans to buy property in Mova and Lavantil. I said, what? I was dumbfounded. I went about 3 different banks. All is the same thing. When I went and get an evaluator to value that land, you know the evaluator tell me? You will never get a loan for this bank. Even if I value it, the land value over $500,000, and I can't get a $200,000 loan to purchase it. Right? But you say, I value it as that, but the banks and them will have this as no value. There's no value for the land in Lavantil and Mova. You can't even get a loan to do business. To show how bad it is, I had a conversation with a businessman who owned a funeral home on the Eastern Main Road. And you have another branch in Port of Spain, West Port of Spain, West down there. I wouldn't want to call it, I don't want to call the name. And he told me he went to use his business on the Eastern Main Road in Laventille as collateral to get a loan to purchase another property somewhere else to open my next branch at the funeral home. I know what to tell him. His business was on the Eastern Main Road in Laventille is of no value and he cannot use it as collateral. And that is why between Port of Spain and Mova Junction, there's no business because you cannot get loan to do no business. And that is deliberately done to keep black people down. Paula.
The reason why African have been just credited, all of us trust it out.
I don't have time for nonsense this evening. I talk in the people business here. I'm going to play some voices before I go. But they're telling me the design.
Heavy, I'll ask you a question. Anything China bring here other than the casino, roulette machine, grocery, bar, anything that business they open is to benefit anyone? Have you ever see them give back to the locals?
Nope.
You have a fundraiser, they throw something,
nope.
They do something and give back to the communities and,
nope.
and the public and thing who buy from them all these years. You ever see them?
Nope.
And we just buying and buying from them, and they themselves give back to the poor, to no non-funded organization to help the poor. They don't give back nothing to the homeless. They don't help the homeless. You ever see them go and feed the homeless? These people is leeches, boy.
Paul, the show is a dialogue and not a monologue. You come with a stupid narrative here to throw off the show. Your PNM have a slip showing these plenty, boy. You're really singing for your supper. Enjoy the food while it lasts. Enjoy it. Time longer than twine, you know. Have a good day, Heavy.
Heavy, a pleasant good evening. Good program, brother. Good program. Keep up the good work. And to my brother Timothy, I know today's your birthday and I know you're listening. Anyhow, share the live.
I'm just trying to open my people's eyes, you know. I have nothing against the Chinese. Right? Because they are being allowed to become the 2%. And who's allowing it? I just want my people to know that you all are brighter and more intelligent than to allow people to use you politically once every 5 years for your vote and leave you to suffer for the next 5 years. It's have been going on too long. Other people are coming in our country and getting more opportunities than us. And at the end of the day, they're teaching you to blame us for us. They're trying to let you know, right, that you is your own problem, not them. They want you to believe that your people want what they are doing or how they're living and they want to be like that. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that we can't do business and we can't pay and we bad pay and we lazy and we don't want nothing good and we just want to be criminals and we just want to be gun busters and raper men and killers and home wreckers and we don't want to mind with children and we want to be in the jail. They want us to believe that we cannot do business, that we cannot have a proper family structure, that we cannot get married and have children and live in a home and grow with children good. They want us to believe that you had that 2 and 3 and 4 children, mother, how they? Everything is designed to keep us. And then they want us to hate our own selves for the same thing. So that we can believe it's not them at fault. It's not them opening the door, not opening the doors for us, but it's we who shutting the doors on ourselves. That's why I don't ever entertain black people bad talking black people. That we don't ever entertain people fighting down their own. Because I know all of that is programmed in us so that we cannot blame who is oppressing us, but we just want to blame ourselves for not getting the things that other races are getting. They want us to blame ourselves for not getting what the other races are getting. The opportunities that they are getting, we want us to blame us for not getting those opportunities. When we know for a fact that we are being systematically pushed back, that opportunity what they are getting is not for us. It's not fair. It's not every creed and race have an equal place. It's not. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that all is fair in the game. Everybody's starting at the starting line. And when the gun go up, bow, you have to run hard to win the race. No. All the rest of them get a head start. And you starting outside the stadium in the car park. And when the gun go bow, you have to start to run from the car park into the stadium, into the track. When them done reach up by the finish line already, you still running. And when they try to reach by the finish line, you lost. Now where they telling you, well, they didn't run hard enough. It's your fault that they didn't win the race. Caller.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry, I can't take out my final call, Mr. Aruka. I can't do that. Because you come in to set your narrative as the final call to the end of my show to make sure my show end up in a sour taste, not me today.
Good afternoon, everybody. Raise the 4%, stay black and poor and dead hungry.
Correct.
What great is the PNM and not uplifting the black brothers and sisters. Every rich will be safe now, boy. It's sad in this country. PNM will for us years and black people put too many lads, boy.
Hi, Heavy and TC. Good afternoon. This is Miss Virginia. Heavy is the same thing here in the U.S. The Chinese and the Jews, they have their own association here. And they have the people. So even though if any of the people comes from China or from wherever, they already have everything set up for them. That's why this in here in the U.S. is a little different because they stay in their own zone, right? And they have all their own banks and all of that here, but they have their own Chinese association. And I always
the views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
Okay, people, we gotta go. Sorry about that.
919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop.